turkey supposed to be in pieces?
Oh, the Nerd Fighters!
This is the start of one of my favorite Thanksgiving stories, where the youngest sister went out in the garage and just saw the turkey was destroyed. The dog had found it and just eaten as much of it as it could before the dog got sick. This made me think about some of my Thanksgiving stories and how Thanksgiving has changed for me over the years. In the beginning, we would drive 2 hours north and meet my mom's family, and I'd get to see all my cousins, and I was pretty excited to hang out with them and play with them. And we had this cabinet thing that had 2 big toy boxes on wheels that you could pull out. And we would empty out all the toys, and then we'd shove the smallest cousins inside the toy boxes. And we would race them around since they had wheels, and we would crash them into each other. But the adults, however, did not think that this was the proper way to spend time with your cousins. So they quickly stopped that. And then I tried to play on my N64, but every time I went to the TV, my grandpa would be snoring, and I'd be like, all right, I can change it from the football game, I can play a video game, and then he would wake up and be like, I was watching that. Then when you get a little bit older, you start having assignments in the kitchen, and you have your favorite dish, and you help make the stuffing and the green bean casserole, and you learn how to make Thanksgiving dinner. And you get old enough to go off to college. And usually when you come back for Thanksgiving after college, that's the first time you're going to see your family since you left in September. So we get to see what you've been up to. And I remember picking up my youngest sister, one of my younger sisters, from the train station and realizing that she had decided to dye her hair pretty bright red. And when you get a little bit older and you're 21 and everyone's like, you know what? The biggest drinking holiday is not New Year's Eve. It's actually the night before Thanksgiving. You should go out with your friends. They're all coming back from college. You should hang out and, go out to a bar. That is a terrible idea because the next morning you're going to have to wake up and you're going to be in a kitchen and you're going to be with tons of noises and smells, and then your entire family is going to show up later in the day. Why would you want to be hungover for this? This is a terrible idea. At least at New Year's Eve, you wake up the next day, hopefully you're off from work, and you just get to relax and lounge about. I don't know who thought of this Wednesday before Thanksgiving thing. It's terrible. Then I got older and I lived 16 hours from where I grew up, and I had to have Thanksgiving without my family a lot of times because I'd rather go up there for Christmas. So I had Thanksgiving with some friends, and we had a potluck Thanksgiving, assigned food. That's my biggest suggestion to you. Because if you don't, you'll have the turkey that the main person cooks, and then 9 pumpkin pies. You will have no side dishes, just lots and lots of pies. And at work we learned this, so there was a long list, and there was probably 50 or 75 of us that would just bring in food, and there was a huge buffet line. It was really cool. We got to know each other a lot more. We got to see people that we didn't see every day. I highly recommend it. For your workplace, you should suggest it and have your own mini Thanksgiving together. And one of my coworkers was really nice, and she said, oh, you can't be home with your family, come eat with us. And to get there, she said I had to turn left at a giant pink igloo that had a lizard on it, and she was right, there really was one of those. And when I got there, I realized that some people have unique and interesting things that you can eat for Thanksgiving as traditional side dishes. Theirs was taking pickles and wrapping them in bologna. And I've heard other people before say that they take Jell-O and put Miracle Whip on it. So if you guys think you have any unique or interesting side dishes that you have at your Thanksgiving, put them down in the comments below. And then one year I Skyped with my family because I had to work a weird shift, and when I had my little piece of turkey and some steamed vegetables next to me to eat Thanksgiving with them, I turned on Skype and they were all wearing wigs. They had mohawks and mullets and all kinds of stuff like that. So even if you can't be with the people that you want to be with on Thanksgiving, sometimes you can do a nice workaround. And now that we're older, we kind of have to trade off between people eating with us and going with their significant others and things, but we still get to see them a lot. And I'm sure at one point we'll all start having kids, and then they'll all be cousins, and they will shove each other in toy boxes, and the cycle will begin again. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and Matt, I'll